Well, hello and welcome back to Meandering Ways, Sargon Destroyer of Worlds here. Thank you for joining me and my Folktail Beavers. Thank you for joining as well. As you can see, last time we redid this, and I think this has solved, our water problem. I might decide to build this up, but I'll tell you. I'll give you a little hint what I don't want to do. I actually, well, I could always fix it too. Well, there's options, but I do want to rebuild this at some point in the near future, and I don't want it like to be running like at the same height. But as I was saying, I was thinking to myself, you know what? I also could raise it. That is a possibility. So let me know what you think when I go to rebuild this, should I raise it up a bit and then make this bigger? And I should also tell you, I'm probably going to enclose this to do some things, but and then free up some land. So I wouldn't mind making this bigger. Now I could also kind of carve things off, start dynamite some stuff down, making it a little more straight shape. So there are options, but not doing that today. That is not in the game. That is not in the game plan. But what I do want to do is come over here. I think it was over here I wanted to do it. Like I got myself so distracted last time fixing this. The other part I had planned to do was come over here and get to, and I didn't get to it. And that is, well, let's get the cat out of the bag because it's probably in the thumbnail. Is I want to get to dirt. I want the dirt excavator because I'm gonna need that. So let's just unlock it. Ooh, before I unlock it, not that we're not gonna not unlock it, but okay, I have the gears. I need some more treated planks. I can get those, and I have plenty of metal blocks, plenty, and of course I have plenty of science. Let's unlock that. So there are some options, and thinking what I'm up to is going to be temporary. I was thinking of putting it down here because I'm going to need a lot of dirt here. But you know what? Maybe what I could do, maybe this, yeah, because it's all going to be temporary. Let's do this. Let's come in here and let's clean up some things. I need the powers, although most of my stuff is turned off. Ooh, speaking of turned off, that's turned off. Let's get Gamgee, good old Gamgee, my favorite beaver. Getting some more treater planks. So get to work, buddy. Do I have pine resin? Where is it? Yeah, I have plenty of pine resin, and then planks, plenty of planks, so they can get to work. Not a problem. Okay, back up to here. Back up to here. As you can see, actually all our scrap is gone. So what that also tells me, I can pause this, and I'm also gonna. Ooh, I probably should send. You know what? This makes a lot of sense over here. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, distraction doesn't take easy, and you think this was a squirrel game, but let's come over here. We're gonna speed that up. I'm going to prioritize a dynamite, and I'm going to put a staircase up here. And you guess it? Yeah, I'm going to put a staircase there. I'm not hard up for wood. No need for hardwood. But let's come in and maybe let's just clean up these trees when we get up here. In fact, let's just clean these up at the same time. Make that a too high priority so we can clean some of this up. And the only reason why I'm really cleaning that space up is because I want to put some storage up here. Come here. And I can come in and put, where are we again? Metal. Yeah, let's we can put 1, 2 here. That's fine. And as soon as we can get this done, oh, actually, boom, that is done. I can now put a staircase in, connect the path. There we go. And send them up here. So they can get this cleaned up, and I'll come back and put in some storage. Okay, but speaking of storage, oh, wait, what? Where that? That wasn't there. Where did that come from? That is weird. Okay. Well, let's set that to empty, set that to empty, set that to empty. In fact, I can just delete this, delete these guys. Pick up the trash. So come morning, they'll run and bring all the extra scrap down to one of these two piles, which is fine. Guess I could have a guy working. You know what? You can get back to work. Let's keep. Oh, no, empty it from there too. Wow, how many storages did I have? Now, technically, I know I don't need to actually remove the storage. It's just faster. They get it done much quicker. But we'll slow things down here for a second. That's a good little segue to calm things down. Let's pick all this up and remove that. Okay, now, landscape dirt excavators. I can get as cheeky as... Okay, actually, all that pathing is going to have to move. And that's technically fine. Let's remove all this pathing. And then... Oh. Is there something there? Is there a please tell me there's a path hidden. I would have thought, oh, I guess the beavers like safety. Let's go and look. I've never been so cheeky to try to get something in so tight. Oh, it could be the windmill. Ah, yes, it's the windmill. Okay, so why don't we? You know what? Let's take this opportunity as well. Let's just clean that up. We can live here for a second with what we're up to. No, don't. Yeah, demolish. Is that where I have something coming? Oh, and I spent a lot of time just doing this, and I might undo it, but maybe not. Let's see. Okay. Or I just might move it back. Let's figure that out. Actually, that's actually not a bad thing, but it just might be one off as to where things need to go. Oh, that wasn't the problem. Oh. What's the issue here? So, happy there, happy there, happy there, happy. Oh, of course. Of course. That makes complete sense. Yeah, I have, silly goose, I have that. I'm like, why is this not working? Why won't you let me place it there? Okay, let's pause that. Well, how many can I then truly fit in? If I was to disconnect the pathing here for now, come on back. I can go 1. Well, I get 2 in, so I don't know if I need to be that cheeky. Actually, no, that's exactly where things can go. But I think what I do want to do is move where that's connected. Okay, because yeah, this is where it is. I can't move that any further left because reasons. Okay, so we're going to have 2 dirt excavators on the go. Oh, dang. Those also have to, oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, well, don't build these yet. No, that would be bad. What, you know what? These are temporary. We are going to prioritize building of this one. That's fine. I don't want to keep the dirt excavators here. It's not a good spot, but it's efficient because that's where I've got all my power and it's where I'm going to need the dirt. So we'll do that. That's fine. That's going to get prioritized. Oh, hang on. Pause. No, let me. Okay, because the other thing I want to do. Oh, yeah. Okay, underground piles. Can I make that? Oh, because I also need to run power. I'm going to run the power right along here for now. Yeah, don't worry. I'm going to come back and put some windmills and stuff like that. But this is making me think, for once, I guess, if I wanted to do... Oh, I can't even do that. Rudeness. Wow. Okay, I'm not used to that. It's nice to have, but I'm not used to it. Oh. Okay, you know what? Two underground piles will be fine. But I bet you I can build... Yeah, I can build a large pile if I want to. Okay, so no, that's fine. But because that's raised, I am going to lower... Yeah, let's lower this. Let's come in. It's fine. We have the technology. I'm just gonna place a bunch of dynamite, so that can just get built nice and quick. We'll set all of this to a too high priority. Yeah. Okay. Come on, guys. Get it. Oh, for the love of goodness, hang on. Don't build this, please. Don't. But what I am going to do is take the opportunity to build some more windmills. Okay, that's fine. And then run... Oh, I don't think I can... You know what? This is temporary. I need paper, but not today. Not today. No paper today. So if I do this and then come in and just change where that path is connected. And I'm going to have to get all of that reconnected. That's fine. Let's set this as a too high priority. So we can get all our power reconnected. We can even, you know what? I can even temporarily do that. Actually, you know what? What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to not do that. And I'm just going to do this. And then maybe what I do, let's see, where can I stick? Can I stick one there? Nope. But we can stick one here, and there we go. All right. Okay. Slight change of plans, but it should all work out until it doesn't, because I've done nothing today that's gone not according to plan, because there's no plan. Oh, hang on. Slow things down. The part of that plan is they got this cleared up pretty quick. Ooh, I do want to make sure I can access things here. I'm kind of wanting to leave because this is irrigated. So let's come over here. Why don't we just slice that off? I think that would be good. We'll start with that. Slice you. Yeah, these guys can do that, but it's really not a big priority, guys. I got the haulers hauling. Oh, okay. Do we think we can get away with this? Pause. Set. Dynamite. Off. Nice. No beavers died. Yay! All right. Although that might have been good for views. Okay. So this, if I did things right, which the way things are going... they're not, because I missed the back pieces. Dang it. All right, that's not bad. If that's my one true mess up today, not a big deal. We'll prioritize that. Please get this built. In fact, I'm really interested in these pieces here, because as soon as these guys are built, it's going to be a bit of a pain. I might as well set you to dirt. Set you to dirt. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be connected. Oh, what I should also do, so I don't get myself trapped, we'll also set that to a high priority. Okay, so all I need to do, before I just let the beavers do their thing for a hot second, I need some... Actually, there's two things we're going to do. Yes, two things. I guess watch the beavers do this as opposed to surprisingly setting the dynamite, which I would have done first. Boom, boom. There we go. So that's going to get done. I'm going to set this to a second low priority. And that's simply because... Oh, I'm going to have to go down. Good job, Sargon. All right. set one piece of dynamite here. And that's simply because this is what's connecting to the power. And that all should be good. We're reconnected. We're producing. That is awesome. I have most of the materials. That is good news. Now, the other thing, as you see, pop back over here. Oh, just slightly too far. Oh. Okay, well, let's run that a little further. We can set this off. Boom, boom, boom. This tree needs to go for reasons. And it's because, actually, maybe only 2 of these are actually required. But let's put, I was going to put a bunch in. So I'm just kind of, wanting to make sure I leave myself a little space depending where I want to run things. But I should also realize this space is going to clear up at one point in the near future. Yeah, that's fine. We go 1, 2. So all that dynamite, not really needed. It's fine. So what we can do, set that to scrap, set this to scrap. I will prioritize that as a too high priority to get one of them built. Because I don't really need, I've got the free beavers. How's my power? Apparently none. Is that, okay, those guys are draining at the moment. Oh, I'm going to have to do some things. Oh, we're out of bad water. Okay, the things, and this is something, hopefully next episode, I'm going to work on. I've got a plan. The plan might be a terrible plan, but you're going to have to stay tuned for that terrible plan of bad water. Yes. Yes. But, okay. Not producing. These are all off, which I'm going to have to get restarted. Didn't realize I had these off. I'm going to have to figure out a good spot for some gravity batteries, which I think is going to be a thing after we do the dirt. I think that's going to be our plan. So let's make sure we can get some dirt operational here. We can, I'm going to have to do this guy. Boom. Along with him. Boom. There we go. Get that built. All that's connected. Oh, I got some garbage down here. Guys, what do you think? You live at my place? Come on, clean up after yourselves. So I think what I'm going to do from a power perspective. Oh, no, wait a minute. When we're fully blowing, we have 2,300 units of power, only using 1,000. So for now, we're probably fine. Okay, let's get this built. Let's get some dirt, and we can start talking about some things I might like to do with it. I was just having a look around the place. I'm like, I think my favorite food is not available. Dang it, no maple pastries. I'm like, what a bunch of lazy beavers. What's the problem? Well, the problem is, if we come over here, our maple trees. Yes, we had a lot of problems with keeping these alive, so they would die. As you can see, these guys are a little thirsty. Will they survive? No, they will not survive. These guys, yeah, because they're not turning yellow yet. So these guys are still a ways away from reproducing maple syrup. So that is empty. I did turn this guy off. I have logs over here, which, oh yeah, we were doing it for this. So plenty of logs. We are not hurting for logs at the moment. But what we're hurting for is some, so we're just taking a bit of a detour, is some well-being. I noticed the wet fur. So, oh, grilled chestnuts. Did I have plant? Okay, so not only do I have no maple pastries, I have no grilled chestnuts. Do I have chestnut trees? I should look into that. Okay, but let's look into first the well-being of the wet fur. So we're going to unlock the Lido. It's very cheap, very affordable. And I think what I'm going to do is, because this works, hang on, this also work well from, it's been a minute, from two, do I have a too high spot I could test easily? Beaver, right here. It is, but I've got no too high water, so I could put it at a too high spot. I guess it technically doesn't matter as long as it can reach, but it needs to be in the water. So everything is being kept at the moment at just one deep. One deep. So let's go over here because this is the area that we definitely keep. If there's water in the system, it does come from here into here. Oh, I can't wait to fix that. But we could just place a bunch of Lidos for now. And of course, we are going to have to put 1, 2, 3, 4 some platforms. Yes, yes, of course. They like to be able to access these things. You can't just plop it on top of a path. This does require at least a little forethought. So I can put 2 there. And I think I can easily, for now, do the exact same thing here. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you know what we can do at the same time? Yeah, okay, we're going to build. Okay, we're going to build a few things here. So, but we'll come in back to where we actually were. Why did I leave? Don't know. Put 2 more Lidos. Now, what I think I'm going to do here, we're going to come into our decorations. And why don't we... Does the bulletin pole... I can't remember. Does the bulletin pole give us anything? Let's come down here. It does. It does. So does a scarecrow. And we're actually doing really well with the shrubs, the lanterns, but the bulletin pole and the scarecrows. Interesting. Interesting. And improving the well-being would be good. Yeah, it doesn't actually scare the... Oh, you know what? That would be a nice little update where there were little crows that came in and you required the scarecrows, or at least for the folktails. Okay, the bulletin pole, I think this makes... You know what? I think that actually might look pretty good flanking. Yeah, let's unlock that. We'll put 1 on each side. Actually, that looks pretty good. You know what I'm going to do too? Just because reasons. This forester, don't worry, it's going to stay, but I'm just going to flip the door over 1. Okay, let's prioritize that because I do need the forester there. Yeah, oh man, that looks really good. Hey guys, hello, good morning, good day, hello, farmer. All right, what? You know what? And maybe what I'm going to do, I do like the lanterns. How would that look? What if, because I do like doing things for the look. What if I did that? Just hanging out in the water. Ah, you know what? I kind of like that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's prioritize a few things. I'm going to too high priority this. And let's do 1 of these. There we go. Then all that can be regular priority, get built. Yeah, need you back up and running. I think that's going to look pretty good. Okay, nice. So we have a bit of a wait. This is operational. That is operational. That is good news. All 4 beavers there. We're producing dirt. They've got space here. We really, yeah, we need power storage. I also, let's just double check, because I do need to wait. I need to gather 2 things. I need more explosives, so I'm not going to make you wait through that, which means I need bad water. So we've got to get through this season. At least I'd like to get to doing the explosive portion. But I need to build up a dirt reservoir. So we're going to get these guys going. They got a little bit of work to do. But let's also just make sure we've got some extra hospital beds kicking around. You know what? The easiest way, I think I'm going to come into here. I rarely come into these menus. Storage, power, well-being. Medical beds. Where are you guys sitting? I have... Okay, some sitting up here. Interesting. And some up there where, yeah, they're definitely going to get injured. I don't want these guys to go far. Injure yourself, go to medical, get back to work. Oh, you know what? I can be completely cruel. Oh, man. I'm going to do it, though. Well, because get to work. Yeah, you can look as things dig. Okay, I'm going to change this later too. This is completely temporary. You know what? I will be somewhat nice. They get to look. Oh yeah, I am that mean. Should I be even meaner? Can I put that? No, that's got to go on top of dirt. Okay, I was about to say, and then I'll have the guys just chillaxing. Ooh, okay, you know what? They will. I can do this. Okay, this is temporary, but I'm being completely cruel. Um, oh, even more cruel is yeah, this can fit this way. We're gonna put it right there. Oh my goodness, I'm going straight downstairs. All right, maybe I will move that up because these guys behind the scenes, they're going to get shrub, and they can also, yeah, let's do another shrub. Do we have hedges here? Oh, I do have hedges. Hedges, sadly, this does annoy me. If you come in here, hedges don't give me any aesthetics. But since I am 100% on the shrubs for now, yeah, because if these grew out and did something, I would leave them. But what we're going to do is we're coming in here. Let me come back into core. Unlock the hedge. There we go. And you know what? We can just unlock the hedges here too. And then they can come up here. There we go. That is completely cruel. You get yourself injured at work, and I'm like, yeah, go to medical. Your life is digging. So, yeah, you just get yourself better. Yeah, make that work. Oh, you know what? Can I, after building all those medical beds, are we at the state? No, I need paper. So no herbalist yet. So, oh, that's only for contaminated beavers, anyways. The medical beds will just help with the injuries that are bound to occur. So I am going to high prioritize these just so they get built. Same thing with the all the shrubs. Let's high prioritize them and that one medical bed over here. Yeah, I don't know if that's a VIP medical bed or not, but just get at it. I think we need to make a little game plan change. So these guys, yeah, they're just going to have a hard time growing because at least currently the way this reservoir works, and it's all set up, and so much of this, we have an evaporation issue and all this jazz. These guys just aren't going to stay green. These ones are kind of okay, but let's solve this. Let's zoop around over here. This area is staying green, and I've got plenty of trees. Look, I planted a bunch of pine trees. I'm not even using these for anything besides wood. I have 3,000 pieces of wood. I've got this area on the go. You know what? I think we can do better. So, step one, let's just come over here and let's just clean up and just remove all of these trees. Where are we? All resources. Just remove all of these trees. Let's just get rid of those. The other thing I'm going to do is this is going to take a hot minute, but I can expand. Ooh, maybe I do it here. Why? Yeah, let's start over here. I can expand the amount of green space that I have, and because look at this. Like, I wonder how much further this would go back. Maybe not much at one height. There is a magical formula, and you'd think I would have spent time memorizing it, but you would have thought terribly wrong. But let's come in here. I am going to just get one. Let's just get rid of everything. I'm gonna have to get a staircase up here, over here, over here. Oh, come on. Resource over here. You guys can go. I guess I can set you off. Boom. All right. So all of this should be cleared up. But I think the thing I'm wondering whether I should do, you know, I'm gonna do part of what I want to do, but I'm gonna leave the other part. From here over, let's set dynamite. Yeah, because I think I'm just gonna like that look regardless. This forester here will be able to work over here a little further. And I can decide then whether I want to put a forester up here. But we'll come back here. We'll clean this area up. We'll get a forester back here. Ooh, but we can start. What do we want? What do we want? The maple here or the chestnuts? Well, I think it's tomato, tomato. Both are kind of over here regardless with all of our grills and all that stuff. Oh, I could also... Oh, we're going to have to figure out how to put another grill. I think I got an idea. I think I remember what I was going to do. So, but let's... What do I want more? Well, maple trees take longer, but let's... Okay, come on. This isn't a hard decision. This isn't that complex, Sargon. We'll put chestnut trees here. Let's do that. This will all become chestnut trees. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we'll get chestnut trees growing. Get all of these cleaned up and removed. And then over here, a lot of mighty oaks. Cattail roots, batterdock. What? Do I have a cut command on here? I do have a cut command. I can see them gnawing away. What are all these guys at? I've got plenty of trees. You know what, though? What I am going to do, let's temporarily provide extra storage. I'm going to stop planting... Kids, pause. I'm going to stop planting trees here. Okay, stop planting, and I will eventually come back. But in the meantime, maybe, let's, let me start laying out some other plans. I think I am going to expand some of this, but for now, let's just put, I don't know why I'm making this more difficult than it needs to be. I'll put a storage here, logs, get that built. I'm gonna collect all of these trees. Ooh, we're having an employment problem. We've had a lot of jobs, and they're dangerous jobs. That is not good. Might have to, well, I am gonna have to come back in and clear some things up. Okay, so let's get all this cleaned up. We got some dynamite to go. I've got some more chestnut trees to plant. It's gonna take a moment. It's fine. Do your thing. All right, so we're gonna let chestnut trees grow up. Oh my goodness. Just another thing. Go. We're going to get all these maple trees cleared. I'm going to dynamite some space, and we're going to get some dirt. Well, sufficient quantities of dirt actually accumulated. You know what? Before the wet season arrives, not that it matters, but why don't we do two things? Let's admire our Alito. I guess it's too early in the day. Come on, let's go. Our well-being is up to 24. Oh, there's a guy. Oh, there you go. He's back to work. Sorry, you guys could have chillaxed. Just because I'm your overlord doesn't mean I do not have a problem with you guys doing this, or I do not. Anyways, chill, relax, enjoy. That's why I built them. So that's fine, but our water level's actually going down, and that's because that's pretty much gone. That's gone. This is gone, and so we're down to 1,800 units of water. I want to do some things with that and kind of solve for some of that. Yeah, we've got some problems, but I think part of our problem too is we only get water in here when, it reaches this level. I have no control at this point of it coming in here. Now, you might say, well, Sargon, you could just blow this in and have this all here, and then it would come down here, which is fair. But this is also our crop water. I do want to keep that distinct and separate. But if I was desperate to send water this way, I can't. So, let's do that. Let's come in and remember where tunneling is. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter in a sense because to delete this, I'm going to have to... Okay, we're just going to come in. I am going to drill down to the bottom, right? Because this doesn't work. Sorry, that doesn't work because it will blow that up. So let's come in, and then I will remove it. I will rebuild it with... Oh, that's weird. Can I not? Guess I do that one layer at a time. Well, we'll get that dynamited. I'll close off likely the bottom 2 layers for now. And maybe have these 3 layers always open so water does flow in here. And then comes down here when there is space. Because I don't necessarily want this one to have water if it can go in here for the most part. So, and the same thing here. I would rather hold the water here because the water comes down here. But hang on, let's do something that's bothering me. I made this mistake very early on. We're going to come in and remove this, and I'm going to unlock the terrain block. Yes, the terrain block is unlocked for 1,000 science. I can fill in this and just not have a manhole cover there, which is odd and problematic because the beavers have no idea what a man is. So it's only from the beaver lore. Okay, so that's good. Good. There was something else. Ah, yes, over here. Let's do a couple things. One, I have all these planks. Let's empty this. Get all the planks in there. I might need another large plank storage. Okay, but that's good. Slow things down. Let's delete you. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to dynamite here. Going to have to be careful. This staircase is going to go. I might remove these. Not that I think it's going to change their travel patterns, but we're going to remove this path. I am going to come up here and add a bunch of platforms. Oh, you know what I might do too? Hang on. That empty? What is in this? Maple syrup doesn't exist. Okay, let's also take this opportunity. I'm going to come in because I would like to be able to potentially do something, and that height is problematic. We'll come in and dynamite this down, as well as one of these. Okay, there we go. High prioritize that, please. That can happen. This can be a 2 high priority, as can these. See, the beavers are out of water, nothing to do. Yeah, you'll see what I want to do here in a second. Oh, that's pretty quick. Boom, boom, boom. Of course they want the boom, boom job. You know, who doesn't love a good boom, boom? Let's watch it. Appreciate it. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, all the water didn't want to go down there. It's fine. We got 1.5 days. I'm not too worried. So, but I'm yeah, all that's got to go. So we are going to remove this and come on in with, where are you? There we go. Sluice gates. These are all just going to be built up that height, and I will just dam the top. Damn it, and damn it. So that's what a beaver does. They just love damming things. Oh, they'll pick that up eventually. That's fine. So we did talk about, before I forget, the bottom 2 remaining closed. These ones can remain open as long as yeah, the fact that things remain open to full, that's fine. Or do I want to close? Yeah, I think, you know what? I think that's fine. Oh, and they're coming from both sides. They're double ending it. Great job, beavers. Pick up the planks, please. Okay, that's good. All right, so here. All right, nice and safe. We can set that off. Boom, boom, boom. Same thing here. Boom, 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 boom. All right. And this might be perhaps the last thing well, kind of next to last. There's a couple other things. But I need to come back into storage and get that the right way. Set this back to maple syrup. Nice. And this might not work. I might need to go deeper. One more. And I have the space to do it. Okay, let's see. Before I build it, can this happen? No. Okay, so we're going to have to come down. Oh, man, can they reach it all? No. They're just going to have to dig themselves down. So, yeah. Okay, so that's fine. It's okay, guys. It's going to work out. They can reach... I was about to say they can reach all of it. That is not true. But they'll reach a lot of it. But if I go boom, boom, and then put a staircase, it's going to take a moment. But we can go boom, 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 boom. Then get that built. Okay, slow things down. Over here. I want a large warehouse. There we go. And you might not be able to guess what I want, but I'm going to come in here and guess what? We're going to do chestnuts. Yeah. Now, this might not fully work out the way I want. It's not going to be perfect, but we'll make it work. So let's come in here. It's going to look slightly different. I can put in 2 terrain blocks. And not that it matters, but you can see they'll build from this direction. And then in here, come back to food. And where's my grill? I'm going to put a grill. Yeah, for now, that's going to... Oh, that could move. But for now, this is fine. Well, before I forget, we'll set this to grilled chestnuts. And, of course, a little decor never hurt. So we will mimic the shrub look here. I'm going to sneak in. Shh, don't tell anyone. Oh, I can't build it. Doesn't matter. I was going to put a scarecrow, but I need paper. Okay. Maybe that's the next time thing. So we'll be able to get our chestnuts over here. We'll set this to obtain. Can you guys even reach? I thought you could reach that far. Oh, but you can't. Oh. Can I cut them? Oh, you can reach. Okay. So I need to cancel this. And so they will cut. Okay, let's come in here actually here. Clear all of the cutting area. There we go. And then I can come back in with my chestnuts. I guess you're not going to reach that far, eh? No. It is a tad too far. So I need to, where are you? Come back here just for my sanity. We'll do that. This can stay for now. I will replace that with a gatherer soon enough. Soon. Okay, that's good. Over here, how are we doing? We can detonate. Oh, you know what? Let's clean some more of this up. So I lied. That wasn't the last thing because I do want to come over here and I want to clean up. I'm going to bring this just down to level. I'm just going to level it with you. Let's do that. Same thing. Oh, which means, hang on. That is not right. We're going to come in. Double dynamite. Because we're bringing this down. And I do need to make sure they have access, which they're like, no, I'm not going that far. You need to provide me a path. There we go. I will eventually do the same thing up here. There we go. Actually, that's... What else can go away? Boom, 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 boom. Those guys. Okay, so not too many more. And then we'll just double dynamite this down. And if you didn't know what was going on up here, I feel sorry for you, but that will be triples. And yeah, I will just bring this entire area down and see how much green I can get. Maybe, yeah, let's do it to here. Let's do that to here. So I just need to provide pathing. There we go. So the beavers got some things to do. They still have things to cut down. And then I will replant at least a partial maple grove over here. Okay, we're now at the point. This should work. Well, the dynamite works. Boom, boom. I'm going to put back the large storage. It's a little deep, but it's fine. I might just change the staircase. That feels like a safety hazard, but can't... Oh, hang on. Will this work? It'll work. I can hide it. Which I could do other things, but that's the neat thing with the terrain blocks. That's the first one I really did. I'm so happy with myself. Do I want to back that up? You know what? We'll leave it for now. Okay, now why did I do that? It's because I really want to amp up our water storage. And I want to bring that down to at least this level. It's going to be a mix of platforms, and for that, it's going to be terrain blocks for now. But what I want to do is put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6. Oh, these guys are going to be busy. But, you know, I don't like running out of water. So let's get these guys set to water. Set to water. And maybe I'll prioritize this one. And then I'm just going to run pathing right across. Pathing here. I might move these forward. We're going to have to wait. That's going to be a moment, I think we're going to have to wait. But I'm probably going to do it. Probably. But yeah, we need to get some of these other storages online. That's a good thing. So the other good thing is, I was about to say, this is finally done. Yeah, we've run into treated planks. They are slow. Slow. Even though we got resin and... Actually, do we have planks? Yeah, I got planks. So it's just slow. I have turned all this off so I can free up some employment jobs. I have one dirt guy. Yeah. How many injuries do I have? I have 9 injured beavers. Yeah, where are you? Where are you? So I'm not sure if these guys are motivated to work. They've kind of turned their back to things. I'm a little offended. You know, I have it within my power to rotate those medical beds so your cute little heads are looking at the office. I can do it. Let me know. Should I do it? Or should I be a benevolent overlord? I mean, governor. I mean, leader. Yes, leader. Yes, compadre. Leader. Yes. Friend of the beavers. Just in case they do rise up and become our beaver overlords. Yes. Yes. Let's go with that. So we have some injured beavers. They're doing their thing. Okay, we're at night, but these guys are going to start pumping again, please. You can see we definitely need to work on our bad water in a number of ways. So something we will work on. This getting built up. So tell you what, let's get things built up. Let's make sure they all got access. Boom, 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 boom. And we can see what things look like in a few minutes. I just couldn't. I just couldn't have it at different levels. So yes, I am rushing a bunch of explosives so I could set off some boom booms here. And yeah, you can probably guess what we're going to get up to. I'll probably, you know what? Why don't I take this opportunity? Let's throw a couple of you guys in there. Those probably make sense. Yeah, I'd say that makes sense. Where to go? Where to get your water? What? It's important people know where to go to get the water. Set these guys off. They might be saying, "What are you up to?" Well, it's a very good question. We're going to delete you guys, and I am going to put once again some platforms here. Now, what I'm going to do, I don't have plans for it at the moment, and that's definitely not the right one. I'm going to put a large warehouse here. I'm going to put a terrain block there, and then come back and put a large warehouse. And you guessed it, water, water. Now, I will, as you can see, I had it here, I deleted it because I moved it back, I moved it here, and then I moved it back just so I can run storage or a path to the storage. I don't have any big game plans at the moment, just going to store stuff. Here, this is definitely going to store the water because we want water. I'll figure that out. Like, we're not hard up for storage at the moment, although potato man, I guess I could store some more potatoes, man. But not for the moment. We'll just make sure they're not blinking a big warning at us, because that would be frustrating. Kind of like it's going to do, but it's at least it's not saying no path connected. Which let's connect a path. That would be nice. There we go. So we won't wait for these to fill up. They will fill up because actually these filled up pretty quick. As you can see, all these have been set to empty and they're now emptied. We'll just clear that up. I think that's going to be these large tanks, much better value for money. So that is good. The other thing is, well, I guess let's wait until day arrives. There we go. Much better. So as you can see, some things are happening over here. Got a lot of dynamite laid, which I think I'll set off next time because, I still have dynamite. That's fine. I need dirt, and I should have dirt. I've got 1,700 units of dirt. Set that to priority. Set off some boom booms here. Boom booms there. Boom booms everywhere. I'm actually going to delete things here because I want to move the path. So let's just move this, and I guess that, and this guy. And I'm going to run the path. Ooh. You know what? That's fine. We're going to run the path here. We'll connect it there for now. Because along here, I'm just going to put some waterfront storage. This will be just the medium warehouses. This is just designed to hold enough food here, and then the wonderful haulers will come and pick that up. Now we will put the decor back on. Oh, can I make that work? Hang on. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, I know what I can do. Let's do this. If I do, let's unlock this for some science. It's gonna look, I think, a little better. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, and then, nope, not you. You. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you know what that means? Just for shites. I have no plans for it. I guess we can store extra of one of the goods here. Let's come back in. And I'm just going to have it matchy match. And then put a medium warehouse here as well. Yeah, I think that's going to look nice. Whether this stays or not, I don't know. But there we go. That's going to look nice. People want to come and visit. I think that's pretty darn good. I can't think that these beavers, the Folktails, got anything I can fit underneath. Can I get I can put a little shrub. I like that. Some little shrubbery there. A little shrubbery. Oh, do I want the shrubs? We'll see what it looks like. We will see what it looks like. Now, I'm going to remove this. There we go. And you as well. I am going to need to put at least a tapper shack, but I'm also going to put a forester's hut. Maybe actually, if I put the forester down here, let's plan for that. Yeah, we're going to put a forester here because this is likely to open up. I think that's going to be good. So let's prioritize you. And then a tapper shack. Oh, I'm going to have to put, oh, I put the wrong storage. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. You know what? I have a new, slightly different game plan. I'm gonna build these. Oh, hang on. Is that gonna work? Yeah, it's gonna work. I think this is gonna work. Let's see if this is gonna work. I'm gonna come back in and storage. This is the way. Medium storage, and then I can put a tank. And because this is fine. We're gonna do this, and I think this is gonna look pretty snazzy. I enjoy this part. It's easy decorations. I do wish I had some more, a little more flex, a little more fun. But maybe in the final version, maybe in a DLC. There we go. If we do this, and then yeah, I think that's fine for now. So that can get built. I am going to prioritize it, but if you recall, I just have Spatterduck. So we'll put the matchy or together. Spatterduck and the cattails. There we go. And the cattails. I will prioritize one of each. And then this. This is to hold, the maple syrup. And then I'm going to put my tapper shack in. Do I want it right across the street? Actually, you know what? I like the look of that. I actually do. Okay. Okay. So there we go. We'll get some more chestnut trees. Not chestnut. Sorry. This is the Maple Valley here. Same thing here. Some things left to be cut down. But I think that's fine. Okay, you know what? Let's get this built up. Let's see what it looks like. And we can wrap things up, perhaps. Well, things are looking pretty good. We are full of water. Or actually, really, well, we're not quite full. There's a little room somewhere in the end. But yeah, look at that. All of these. What do we got? 8 large water tanks. That's awesome. Just with these 3 large water pumps, and they filled them pretty darn quick, which is awesome. Haven't decided what to put here. We've got this guy who's waiting for some chestnuts to come in. Chestnut trees are all but grown up, as you can see, that they're actually all grown up, except for a few stragglers. But we are waiting for the chestnuts to appear so we can roast them on an open fire. Have these guys all built, and actually I love the look. You know what? I think I'm gonna come in and do something I might undo later, but why the heck not? Let's set some dynamite. This we got our tapper shack. Oh, they've got a little decoration to do, but that's fine. Dynamiting is almost all laid. I think this is obviously something for next time. Ooh, they finally removed all the dead trees, so they can come up here, finish setting all of that. That is nice. I'm loving it. Eventually, we'll get some more maple syrup, but let's finish on a happy note. Our beavers, they're dang happy. We've reached a new well-being score of 26. We're currently at 25. What could have been bringing that down a bit? Good question. Oh, the campfires. So we might need to look at our campfire situation, but that's fine. But we're gonna get maple pastries. They're almost at full, so they're coming in. That's good news. And then the grilled chestnuts. We'll find out whether that's gonna add 1 or 2 to the well-being, but nice. And of course, as much as we've got some swimming beavers, Do we have any lazing about? Yeah. Oh, sorry. No, you're fine, dude. You're fine. But as you can see, we got some Lidos. It's going to be very nice. It's going to help maintain our well-being of our beavers, because a wet beaver is a happy beaver. And with that, I think it's a happy spot. Okay, that was a bad ending, bad segue, but I think it's a good time to end it. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.